for a premium package, they will have signed up for it ahead of time. So I don't think we let them come in and say, oh, and by the way, today I would like to add on, because it's a staffing issue, it's a prepping, it's getting the supplies ready. So they can never add it at the last minute. You will always know ahead of time, and so for scheduling purposes, you can always schedule ahead of time. We've got a staff who's dedicated to this. This little write-up here just summarizes for you kind of the guidelines, and you will be assigned to that birthday party. You're going to want to do the demo like the last 15 minutes. It's a great way to kind of get the kids excited and then send them out into the center if they're doing that. So there is a recommended script in there in the middle. You don't have to memorize that or stick to it word for word. The main thing that you want to focus on in that part is that you're welcoming them. Identify yourself. It's horrible having a nameless person. And then just go off the top, high scale energy. Even if you don't feel like it, do it. Because you are the face and voice of the Discovery Center, and you never know, you might, in your just 15 minutes, be impacting the next world-class Nobel Peace Prize scientist. So every time you interact with any of our visitors or any kid, don't think about them as, oh, I gotta do this thing. I get to do science with these guys. Awesome, off the scale. So you have to walk into the room already off the scale, okay?
And you'll definitely want to go up and grab a lab coat if you're doing it, because you will walk in here with this cart in a lab coat, and that gets their attention.
Their minds will get blown.
Like, the scientist has entered the room.
Right. Plus, you're entering a room where there are children who have eaten cake and ice cream. So part of it is protecting your coat. So we're just gonna go kind of pretend-ish that you're the birthday party and I'm the Discovery Center person coming in and giving you the spiel, okay? Hi guys, welcome to the Discovery Center. How are you today? Good. Well, my name is Laurie, and I am going to be your birthday party scientist for you today. Who is our birthday person? Me! Alright, I love birthdays, except for mine. I don't do birthdays anymore. Well, happy birthday to both of you. Because it's your birthday, we are going to do some special science today. We are going to do a science experiment about slime. Ooh, let me see your slimy hands up and mix and mingle. Okay, get ready, because we are going to do some slime. And then once we're done with your birthday party science experiment, then you guys get to go in and explore the Discovery Center and have even more fun, but you are going to need to do something really hard. You're going to need to make sure that you stay with an adult all the time. Okay, and so there's that, the rest of that. It's kind of the field trip spiel, but in a modified form, because again, birthday party, they've already had cake and ice cream, so listening is probably not gonna happen. All right, so at that point, then you transition right into doing the demo, okay? So I think what I'm gonna do is go through the demo as if we were doing it for the birthday party, and then we'll backtrack and talk about some of the logistics of it, okay? So I'm gonna make you do a really hard thing, which is I'm not gonna give you the write-up first. We're gonna do the experiment, and then we'll go back and look at, okay, here's what we did and here's how it worked, okay? All right, so birthday scientists, the experiment that we're gonna do is slime. Now our slime is actually gonna be a chemistry experiment. How many people have heard of chemistry? Woo! All right, Jamie, our birthday girl has heard of chemistry. Jamie, what do we do when we do chemistry? What do we do? What are some things you can think of when you do chemistry?
We make reactions and make new things.
We make reactions, we make new things. Usually when we're doing chemistry, yeah, we're gonna mix two things together. So for our chemistry today, we are going to mix two things. I'm going to teach you some big fancy science words here, okay? We're going to mix two things called a monomer. I have one monomer here that is part stuff called borax. It's like a laundry soap, borax and water. And this monomer is part glue and water. Now, a monomer is a single strand of a molecule. So if you think of, so can I get you to stand up?
Yes.
Okay, and can I get you to stand up right next to her? And can I get you to stand up right next to her? And birthday girl on this end, and birthday girl on this end.
I'm gonna have to readjust
Okay,
here.
and you guys just take 2 steps away from each other. Sideways, sideways. There you go. Okay, so say it with me. This is a monomer.
Monomer, 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 monomer.
Are they attached?
No.
They're just standing there. They're monomer, monomer, monomer. All right, now we're going to attach them so you guys hook all this together. Okay. We just mixed our monomers together. They grabbed onto one another, and now we have formed something new. We have what is called a polymer. Woo! Big fancy word. Let's see if you can say that. Polymer. All right, so now this, our monomers hooked together, so we have a polymer. All right, so birthday scientists, go ahead and have a seat. Let's see what happens if we mix a monomer and a monomer. Okay, so I'm going to give you a baggie with a cup and a stick. Okay, and go ahead, when you get your baggie, go ahead and take out your cup and your stick. Set the baggie off to the side.
I'll watch you learn. How's that?
You take the stick out of the cup. And here's what we're going to do. And depending on how many kids you have, you could always put adults to work for you. Oh, yes. Would you like to be my assistant? And depending on the age of the birthday kids, you could always, if the birthday kid is older, like 7 or up, and seems sort of responsible, you can let them help. So here's a monomer in this bottle. We're going to put 1 tablespoon of this monomer into your cup. So Joanna is going to come by and do that. I'm going to come by and put 1 teaspoon of our second monomer in your cup. As soon as I put my monomer in your cup, you need to start stirring really fast and then start using your scientist eyes to observe and see what you see happening in your cup. Okay? So get your stick, start stirring. And stir. And stir. And stir. Chemistry!
Yeah, you can tell if you do it.
You get it.
And
You're out of
stir.
right, okay?
And
This
stir.
is the glue.
The glue goes first.
Yes. Glue water goes. Well,
Green goes first.
The glue, it's best to do the glue water first. And stir. And stir. Yes, the green is this is the borax. Green goes
Yeah.
green go.
green means go.
And stir. All right, and birthday scientist, do you see anything happening in your cup?
They become
Stick
one.
together.
Yeah, it's sticking together. Now, if you are ready to really be a slime scientist, you could dig your finger in there, grab out your pile of slime, and go ahead and hold it in your hand. See if you can form it into a ball. See what happens if you form it into a ball and then just let it sit in your hand. Does it change at all?
Yes.
Okay, so we just did some science where we took a monomer, and when we mixed those together, we made a chemical reaction that created something new. We created a polymer. We now have chains of molecules stuck together to make our polymer, which is actually a form of a plastic. So you have a nice squishy plastic. All right, scientists, I'm going to let you play with that for just a couple minutes. Make sure it stays on the table. Don't get it in your hair. Don't get on your clothes. Your polymer is not for eating. Okay, I know. Always a party pooper. That's all. All right, and scientists, you may now go ahead and put your polymer inside your baggie. And adults, parents, I have for you a marker that you can help put the kids' names on the marker so that you can leave it here with your adults while you go visit the Discovery Center, because this does not go into the Discovery Center, all right? All right, scientists, you did a great job. Now why don't you go ahead and get your mixing cups into the trash can and have fun exploring the Discovery Center.